Looking at a lot of sunshine out there this midday and temperatures warming up, but we're actually running below where we have been at this time of the day. We're up around 90 or even in the low 90s, and a lot of us still in the 80s at this hour. There is your flow. You can see that at the surface moving in from the northeast, and that's where we're also seeing our jet stream working for us, and that's actually going to help us stay pretty relatively low on humidity going all the way through the upcoming weekend. And really, that's the only clouds to be found out there. The Gulf is actually very quiet as we go through the next day, a couple of days as well. So that's where the influence of our weather is going to be coming from. High pressure building in, and here are your temperatures across the state in the 80s and 90s, and there are your dew points out there. Dew point to measure how much humidity we have to work with. When you're in the 40s and 50s, it's dry to comfortable out there, and even these lower 60s are feeling pretty good, and it's unusual for us to see those numbers this time of year. Highs today are going to be in the low to mid 90s across the area, which is actually right there at average as well. Normal average high is 94 degrees, looking at 85 degrees out on the island for a high today, with those northeast winds at about 5 to 15 miles per hour. And the futurecast, we're going to start off this afternoon. Now, there is one little hiccup in this futurecast as we go through this evening and overnight tonight, and that is a little impulse, some upper low energy that's coming in from the northeast that could bring a couple of showers there along the coastal areas. And this would be this evening, late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Not looking for much out there. Again, main area would be right along the coastal areas, and it would be very light shower activity if anything does develop as that upper level energy moves westward. Once it passes by, then we're going to be setting ourselves up for a lot of sunshine this weekend. Partly cloudy skies Saturday and Sunday, with those high temperatures actually just a few degrees below normal for both days. 85 degrees on the island today. Rain looking at 0% until we get to tonight, maybe about a 10 to 20%. And that surf is running 84 degrees, and rip current risk today is moderate. UV index is also going to be extreme again today. So without sunscreen, you burn in about 5 to 10 minutes. Make sure you slather up that, UV. You got to lather it up. You got to use a paintbrush, basically, is what you got to do. That's kind of the deal there, yeah.
We'll take a roller to you.
That's, paint roller. Looking at pollen today, the grass now up to high categories, grass pollen, and also tree and ragweeds in the moderate. We're going to put today's allergy alert at the high, so it could be causing some sniffles out there for folks. Hard to believe that this is what it looked like back on March 31st, severe extreme drought across the entire valley. Then fast forward to yesterday's update, and look at that. Just have a couple of dry spots left, and that's the low end on your drought monitor screen there. Beach forecast for this weekend, looking at mid-80s both days. Plenty of sunshine. Good today to be out on the beaches with those northeast winds about 10 to 15 miles per hour. And looking at those tropics out there, still very quiet for the Atlantic and for the Gulf of Mexico. Your 7-day forecast then with the weekend always in view. There are your temperatures looking pretty good for the weekend. Rain chances return Monday.